Hey, I want to just say Happy New Year and let's get started with the second season of Model Car Hobby Headquarters. Might have something to show you. I don't know what it could be. Well, hello, my fellow car maulers. How you doing today? I just want to let you know a little update. I got the Skyline roll cage all back together, as you can see here. So it's all back together, and we're going to get back on that. So we're going to put the Skyline aside for right now, and I want to move on with another model kit that I've talked about in a previous vlog that I did. So I went down to Andy's to pick it up, and to my surprise, Andy and one of my buds that hang out with us down there presented me with the kit. I guess my friend Daniel there, thanks a lot, Daniel, I really do appreciate it, bought the kit for me. It was kind of nice. So I brought it home here, and I'm going to share it with you guys, and I'm going to go over some ideas I got of what I want to do with it. This kit right here, the 75 Datsun pickup. So let's take a quick look at it. I know there's been some kit reviews already. It's been out for a little while, but I finally got around to getting it, and I more want to just kind of, let's take a look at it and see what cool stuff we can do with it. Alright, so I got some of it unbagged already here. This is not the whole kit. I just want to kind of do some checking out, playing with it, kind of do some mocking up. This is a really neat kit. So something that I had when I saw this was coming back out is I talked about it in a vlog I did probably about a month ago when I first heard about the kit coming out. Is I want to do kind of a road race track car out of it, or some, you know, a little autocross car or something like that. And it's just kind of a vision I had in my head one day when I saw one at a car hangout a couple years ago, and it was kind of a thought I had of me wanting to build a real car, and I was looking into maybe possibly getting one of these Datsuns. I had one years ago and I loved it, and I'm going to show you a little bit later. I have some older kits of this that a long time ago I started building my old truck from years ago, and I think I'm going to bust that out and we'll take a look at that too. Mainly let's focus on the body, because this is where we get the look that we're going for. I mean, how many times when you guys get a model, and what do? You bring it home and you get these ideas for it, and the whole thing is the stance of it. So you start taking tires and wheels combinations, just shoving up there and kind of mocking it up. So that's what I want to do. I want to kind of mock this up and see what kind of look this thing will have. I got a vision. We'll set the hood free. Get the trusty Radio Shack side cutting dikes. Cut it away from there. Bam! Alright, so we got that, and we've got basically the bed. Here we go. Trimming. Look, there we go. Projectiles. See if we can send this aloft. It stuck around. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. This is cool. I love it when they do just separate frames. And remember, this was like back in the mid-70s when this came out. So this wasn't something you saw a lot. You see it a lot more in some of the modern kits over the past 15 years or 20, not 20 years they started doing that. AMT mainly. But this is pretty cool. This really looks ahead of its time. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of mess around with the basic outer body panels right here. I'm going to put the hood on. What I'll do is, just for mocking up purposes, I just want to use some tape and tape that right there. So I'm going to take Scotch brand green masking tape. It's the kind I like to use. I'm just going to stick a little right there. That just kind of gets it hanging there. We'll do the same with this side. So much for the hood, right? We'll deal with that later. Kind of gives us a little bit of the outer appearance of the truck. We got the basic layout of how the truck will look all together, body-wise. Let's go ahead and let's play with some wheel ideas I have. The height that I want to have it at. We're going to go ahead and put the interior in too. So I've basically got the body all kind of taped and mocked up together, as you can see. Just simple, just taping it up. Want it to be as solid as possible. It's a little flimsy, but that's the problem with trying to do this with a multi-piece body. But anyways, I'll just kind of take this tire here. Gives me an idea of the height I kind of want the truck to sit. It's leaning a little. Hopefully, there we go. that's about where I want the stands to be. So we've got the body mocked up, and I've got some wheels and tire combinations I want to try out. These Pegasus wheels I've had for a while. They're Pro Touring looking wheels and tires, and then I've got some 70s look. I was thinking of the 15-inch wheel. So these are just some parts box wheels and tires. We'll look at that too. Here's some little kind of European, I think these came from some Fujimi BMW kit I had a long time ago. I've got these, so I'm going to try them out. How I usually take it is, like, I got a tire that gives me kind of an idea of the height I want my model to stand. You know, that's why I put the interior in, to have the floor there. And we'll just set it again. We got it kind of low because we want a low stance because we're going for that road racer look. So what I like to do is put tape on the bottom of the wheels and kind of set them next to the vehicle to get the idea of where the wheels will sit. Because when you're trying to set it all up and you don't have these tires taped to the ground, they want to roll and you're chasing them. So that gives us an idea. And then I just pick it up and move that over a little. Yep, and we kind of get our stance, hopefully. So there's kind of a look, but I don't know. I don't like it. It looks a little too slammed for me. Looks more like a stance vehicle. I don't want to do a stance vehicle. I want the thing to be more road racer looking. So I'm not real thrilled with those wheels. Let's take the old American look. Kind of going more 70s. And it's just, it seems like the back is just a little too down to the ground. Maybe we'll raise that up a bit. Go with a little higher shim here. What do we think of that? That's a pretty cool look. That might be number one on the list right there. I kind of like that look. That's pretty cool. Let's bust out the Pegasus wheels. I always like these. It's a little more of a, what you call a square stance, where they're the same size all the way around. How's that for a look? That's pretty cool. I don't know. I'm up between these wheels and old American racing type torque thrust D's. This is more like the AMT NASCAR tire, and this is one of them old there. It's a little more of the treaded Circle Track Special, but I kind of wanted more of a modern look with a little bit you know, more like a 16-inch wheel, more modern wheel tire setup. I'm also thinking I want to flare it like in that one picture that I showed, that kind of beige looking one. I like that, just slightly flared fenders. Give it a little more of a wide body stance. But this is definitely where I'd like it to sit. You know, that's a good height right there. And the wheels aren't too far tucked way up in there. That's going to be a pretty cool look. That's definitely a possible route I'd like to go. I really love the looks. Well, this picture right here on the box art. These wheels and tires didn't come in the kit, so I was kind of bummed about that. I was kind of hoping they must have, you know, years ago, but they just don't now. Possibly go up a little higher with it. That can all play in the whole when you start building the chassis and everything. But this is basically an idea I do all the time when I'm getting ready to take on a little project. What wheels and tires I want to. That sets the tone for the entire build. This thing's got some cool lines to it. I really like the looks of that. That's pretty cool. That might be the direction I go. So let's do a recap. The Pegasus wheels and tires. We can go with kind of different levels. Be slammed down on the ground like that. We could bring it up a little bit. Or we can go with the fat American 15 looking torque thrust D's. Again, we can raise the level. Those are my two picks. I'm narrowed down to that. This other set here, I'm not too much into those. I think these are a little bit too obnoxious. That just don't think that's going to work. That's a bit too much. Throw me your opinion. I want to see what you would like to see. What would you do? Or maybe let's go with something different. Here's an idea. Check this one out. And then how about this, drag race fans? Thought we'd do a different mock-up. Instead of going for the road race thing, let's just check out the drag race. And again, we can always pop it up a little bit. That's a pretty cool look too. There's so much you could do with this model. Now I don't know what I want to do. Do I want to go road race or I want to go drag race? Or better yet, what I could do, I could go get another kit. That's a good idea. So there you have it. That's what I do when I get a new kit. I like to just, play dress up with it. Yeah, this drag race version, I think I might like that. I'll just go get another kit. Then I can do my road race one and my drag race one someday. That's usually how it works. Yeah. Hat's getting hot. But that's what I do. And like I promised you, I'm going to pull out some of the old Datsun pickup kits that I have. Let's see what I was working on in the past. Here's an old one, MPC. Let's take a look at what we got in here. This one, oh yeah, here we go. This was one I was working on. This is cool. Check it out. This was one I was building my old pickup that I had when I was about 18. And I think I was going for the stock look. Oh yeah. That's what killed the project right there. Something happened on the hood and I don't have this paint to color match it. So I might have to do something weird with it. But I tell you something really cool that I found. Those cool wheels and tires that are advertised in the new kit that's out, but they don't have them. I got those wheels. I got those tires. Awesome. So that's pretty cool. Again, mock-up time. Let's see if I can get this thing kind of mocked up. And now this one had a step side, but I think I rated a fleet side bed from another kit. And I was literally, I think it was like the late 80s when I started this. Well, you get the idea. I was basically going for a totally stock Datsun pickup like the one I had when I was a kid. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's something from 1989 or something. I was working on that. That's pretty cool. Let's see what the other ones call for. Let's see. And then I had this California Sunshine. I don't think I did anything with this. I think this is a complete kit. Oh, lo and behold. Now here's something. Here's a nice opportunity for us to take a look at, since I got an old kit, which is basically the same exact kit. It's got all the same, most of the same parts, except this one has more of a custom grill. Which I don't know if the stock grill's in here. Basically, we're looking at the same kit. Here's the new one. That's 1975 plastic. Here's 2017 plastic. And I tell you what, I'm glad I got the kit now, because when you take a hold of this plastic, man, remember how brittle this old MPC and AMT plastic was? I'd much rather just leave this kit alone and just get these and build these, because I mean the plastic is just so much better to work with. The styrene is just, with technology today, it's just better stuff. Last one I got, Rising Sun. I think I combined this kit with that kit to make this. This one was kind of more of a custom flip nose, and yeah, I don't know what I did with it. This thing had like a flip nose. There's IMSA type flaring. That could be, that might come in handy. So there's some cool stuff I got in this kit. This is kind of interesting. I haven't looked at these kits in years. So there's kind of a comparison right there. Look at that again in this shot here. One that was being built on. This is the new kit. Here's one from the 70s, and here's one that's kind of built up back in the 80s from the 70s. The kit's from the 70s, built in the 80s, which I should just finish it. There we go with the Datsun pickup. This Datsun pickup is just, it's got cool lines. I wish you could find them, you know, the real ones more, man. I remember when they were plentiful. You could just pick them up for $700. Do what you want with them. Lots of times just use them for work truck or whatever, but you don't see them around anymore. And it's really cool that they came out with this kit. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. It's kind of got me proud. I think I'm going to finish my old build. There it is, the Datsun pickup. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe this gave you some ideas. Maybe gives you an idea if you never thought of, you know, just taping a body up and doing the mocking up, and hopefully that gave you a little bit of help right there. I want to hear your opinions. What set of wheels did you like? What direction, when you get this kit, if you're going to build this kit, what are you going to do with it? And then when you get them built, I'd like to see them. And maybe I'll show you this one built if I ever get it done. So I'd like to thank you guys for coming along with me on this adventure with the new MPC Datsun pickup. And some of the old ones too. I'm glad I got to bust those out and share those with you. And maybe the mocking up with different tires and all that, give you some ideas of what you'd like to do with that kit. It's how I like to mess around with a new kit when I get it and get inspired and get me all ready to build. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys checking it out. And let's just keep the hobby going and have a great time. This is the best time ever to be in this hobby. There's no sign of it dying no matter what anybody says. I don't care. It isn't for the kids. It's for us adults. The kids will get into it when they get older, just like we did. You know, let's not worry so much about that. Every generation has their thing, but this hobby is far from dying. There are some great things happening, and they keep coming out with neat stuff like this. And us old fools, we keep buying it up, but that'll keep them going. There's great aftermarket. It's just fun, man. It's just a fun hobby, and I know there's a ton of us that just enjoy it. So no need to go anywhere else with it. Just have a good time, man. We love cars. We love models. So this is me, Luca C. Thanks for stopping in. Hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you next week with some more model car action. So I hope you enjoyed. So I hope you guys had a really good time with this little adventure with the new Datsun. This is the one.